All right, so this is what we're talking about today. I'm going to be teaching you how to create a matching game. Now, the fun thing is right now 9:50 in the morning on Monday, November 8th, and I have no idea how long this is going to take me. But I wanted you to see that, and so at the end I'll note the time so we kind of know how long it took me. But we're going to move fairly quickly, okay? Fairly quickly. So first thing I'm in interactive. And I'm just going to go to create. Boom. All right. And I'm going to click it again. There we go. Create. And we come in here, and there's all kinds of games that you can create. I want to do a memory game. And I just want to use, I love it when it opens up and all this. And so I'm going to say use this layout. And now as this comes in, I just click edit content, right? So there's a handful of things that I get to do, right? Number one, try to get the thing to catch up with me. This is your tutorial video, so you don't have to look at it. It's now asking me how many cards I want to do. And so what we're doing with this activity is I am going to provide main points and connect it with Bible stories, and gonna go from there. Now, I happen to know that on my computer I only have October and November, so I can probably only go back about 5 weeks, right? So I'm gonna stick with this 12 by 12, this 4 by 3 layout, and we're gonna go there. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click change, and I'm going to add a playing card backdrop. Now, I did prepare one thing, which is the backdrop of my card. We have a boomerang 1x1 that you'll have access to, but I wanted it to look a little different since it's a review game. I'll just show you, I created it in Keynote just by using elements that we have in the Kid Life branding folder. And then I put a square box so I knew what it would look like. And then I cropped it and then screenshotted it. That's for a whole other time. And then here it is. And I just drag it in there. Boop. Drop it in and click open. And so now I've got my thing. Now you'll notice down here, if you just want to use this boomerang it's right here. It's already there. As well as some other pictures that we've used in the past. So this is the one that I want to use, and I'm going to place image. And boom, let's look back. Got it now. And then this is main point and story review. Let's get started. Okay, boom, save. So now they see that when it pops up. Awesome, great. Hey, and I just noticed that we can actually change the color theme. So I'm going to go ahead and, wow, don't even fret about all these. So if I click this, this is in a folder if you want to pull it up. 19469B is the color. That's the color code. And I'm going to pull this back here. 19469B, and now look at that. It's going to be cool. It's going to now match our branding. Cool. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to edit content, and now I'm going to start creating pairs. And to help me on this, I'm going to pull up Planning Center. Planning Center, and I'm going to click Plans, so I can at least start putting cards to it, right? Boom, shakalaka. It's actually maybe somewhat difficult because I have stopped. I actually cleared my computer, and I'm going to pull since 1 month ago. We're going to pull that up. Okay. I'm going to pull it pretty much. Okay, so now we've got these, right? You were made in God's image. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click this, and this is going to be a word thing. I'm going to say, you were made in God's image, and I'm going to pick a fun color. Boom, there you go. Make that blue. We'll just make them all blue. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to find a picture that goes with that later, okay? So then now I'm going to click into pair number 2, and this one is, let me see if I can highlight this. Nope, I cannot. Knowing Jesus changes how you see it. Knowing Jesus changes how you see yourself. Make sure we spell correctly. Okay, same thing. Mark it with a color. Okay, cool. Pair 3. I'm just going to do all these real quick together. There's a different one. Okay, you use your gifts to help others. And, you know, you just heard my wife come in and start fixing her food in the kitchen, in case you were wondering what that rattle was. And then we start hitting big screens on the Kung Fu Panda. And so, yeah, it looks like it's going to be 3 and 3. Awesome. So with Kung Fu Panda, I click into the big screen because I'm actually going to need to see this. And it is, where is it? God gifted me for a purpose. God gifted me for a purpose. Okay. Mark it with the color. And here's the thing that makes this one real easy is I'm just going to go into images because all I need is a Kung Fu Panda picture, right? We'll have to find the other one specifically from what we did here. But so I'm going to look for Kung Fu Panda square. I'm going to see if they have a square image for me. So it matches. Boom. Here it is. Here it is. Right there. Boom. There it is. So 20. I think that'll be fine. Save the image as Kung Fu Panda. And come back here, and then I'm going to choose image for this one. I'm going to upload media, and that got saved to my downloads, and so I'm just going to pull this in. And so we'll see if, and we'll open it. Okay. So again, this just gives the kids a chance to look back and to see if they can remember what main point connects with what story. So then I'm going to go back to my to Planning Center and click through. And we're waiting. And this is Cars, and we taught don't lose hope in God's promises. Okay. So I'm going to click it. Don't lose hope in God's promises. And the interesting thing is that we told the story of Joseph in the midst of this one, and I just decided I am going to change the colors of the cards. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to make this one black, just because why not? You can kind of see I know what kind of they're going to pull. In this one, I actually know the image I want to use because I used it earlier for a social media post. I just have to find it in my downloads. Boom, there it is. Drop it. Hopefully it'll get the right, it'll put the right image in the middle, which I think it will. There he is, Lightning McQueen in all his glory. And then same thing, I think I have a Crudes picture because this one is God placed me in a spiritual family. It's called the church. Okay, nice. And I'm going to leave it white for right now and pull this. Because again, I think I have a Crudes picture that I used, again, for social media. Again, just if I'm, especially for big screen, it's helpful. I'm just going to go into images, find one, download it, and then have it here to play with, right? So looking through here, it is. It literally says, pick me. I like it. He's right here. I'm just going to choose him. Nope, don't need to open him. I need to drag him in. Drag him into this. So I click open. And just so y'all know, when I drag an image into that selection thing, it basically takes it. It basically creates the path in there so I don't have to click through and find the one that I'm looking for. So I'm going to place that image. And again, I got white. I'm going to change that to orange because it matches better with kind of, again, and now it's a little bit more difficult because I'm going to have to actually go in and find these images. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in And I'm going to go into documents. This is where I have it. You're going to have to keep it in your own thing. 252 basic. This is stuff I downloaded from Orange, but it's also in the drive. And so if you need access to any of this, if you're working on something, just reach out and I can get it for you. But here's all the stories. And again, week 1, I'm going to open up the story part because I want to actually find an image from what we're talking about. So I'm just, again, I just grabbed this bar, just scrolling. Ooh, it was creation. Okay, so I'm looking for, oh man, how are we going to tell this? Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm looking for a picture that actually kind of captures what we're talking about. And this one's a little difficult because it really isn't a story per se. It's God made man, right? God made man, and so I'm gonna have to get a little creative. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do this. So right here, boop boop boop, right. So I'm gonna click this, and this is something I do quite a lot, right? So I'm going to highlight this, Command-Shift-4, and that is the select part of my screen. And now I'm just going to draw a box around this. And here's what I'm going to do is I'm now going to pull this into Keynote just so you can kind of see how I do this. I'm going to copy and paste this one. Again, this may be more than you were hoping for. I'm going to pull this up and drop this in. I'm going to shrink this. And all I do, y'all, is I'm just going to make this bigger. And then I'm going to go back one. Whoop, I didn't want to go all the way back. And I just hit Command-Z to go back one step. Whoop, and I'm going to start getting rid of things, right? Boop. And I want to keep coming back till I have that box, right? And then I'm just going to use this since it's already here. And I'm just going to put God made man. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that because why not? The yellow pops pretty well. And then again, same thing, Command-Shift-4, and that just gives me access to my copy selection, right? And then I'm just going to draw it inside that box. And all that black box is a square that I created that shows me what a square image is going to look like. So now I can come back here, and you were made in God's image. Again, this is going to be an easy one once you find it, because I literally tell you that's the story. But oh, dang it. But that is the story, right? And so I forgot that the reason that popped up is that I didn't click the Upload Media button. So instead, I click the Upload Media button and pull this in. Boop, boop. And wait for it to show up. There it is. Click it in and place the image. This gets to stay blue because that's blue. And now I'm going to repeat the same process with each week. So I come back here. I'm going to go to week 2, open up the story of week 2, and just start dragging it. And I'm looking for that right image that captures. This was Matthew. Oh yeah, this was the story of Zacchaeus. So I'm gonna try to find Zacchaeus climbing in a tree, because what says Zacchaeus, if not him? Oh no, it was according to Matthew. Okay, right there. That's the one I want. So now that I found the image, you can see I'm pushing down the left button. I want to find, because they're kind of zooming in, and so I want to get as much as I can of this, right? So I'm gonna shift. Oh, nope, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna click that to make the controls go away. Then Shift Command 4, and then again I'm gonna try to make this as squarey as possible. And hopefully, this may be tough. We'll see how that comes out when I add it and see if I like it. Okay, so I click Upload Media. It's going to open that up. Give it a second, because you'll notice it has to disappear from there before it shows up in my window. And then this is going to see. Let's see how this looks. If it's close, I think it'll be good. Give it a second so that it now pops in here, and then I place the image. And yeah, that's going to be great, because you got Matthew here, you got Jesus here. Perfect. Okay. Next one, I come in, and I'm just going to go ahead and, because open windows annoy me. I'm going to come back into this, and I'm going to go to week 3. Same thing, open up the story. And now I'm just grabbing the bar, and it's called scrubbing. I'm just scrubbing through, same thing, looking for, oh, it was Lydia in the purple fabric. Yeah, okay, so I need Lydia in the purple fabric. Okay, then Paul shows up. They're worshiping. I think the best thing this is gonna be interesting, man. So I want to capture her and the purple fabric. That kind of looks weird, but I like it. So I'm going to Command 4, and I want to put Lydia in the middle. Again, make it as squarey as possible, so that we'll see what else comes through. There you go. Now it's gonna I'm gonna click in and just click OK, because now it's gonna speed that process up. Upload media. It's gonna bring us back to that same page we were at earlier, and click back because I like to see now pull Lydia in. Click OK, and and here's the fun thing is, even if they don't know, maybe they click it and they're like, oh yeah, I can use my gifts. Girl, perfect. Maybe they're trying to figure it out, right? And so what we can do is, so we're going to choose her and then place image. But again, that just kind of shows you. So now it's done, and we're not going to show feedback for found pairs. And then now I'm going to go in here. I'm going to color change this. There's a purple one. Of course, I'm going to choose purple for Lydia. And this one had some green in it. So I'm going to choose green for that. Boom. Now they're all different colors. And I click save. And, oh, wait. There's one more content I can add. Final screen. So congratulations, man. Do a great job finding those pairs. Exclamation point. Did you remember all those stories? Go back. You can use New Life Church's YouTube channel to go back and rewatch any that you missed. Yes, period. Okay, boom. Yeah, I'm going to change it, and I'm going to put the boomerang one in as the end screen. Okay, boom. Okay, like boomerang. Save it, and bada bing, bada boom, it's done. Now this is what we do. Okay, so I'm going to click preview it just because I want to see it, and then let's get started. No, that wasn't right. Okay, no. Oh, okay. God placed me in a spiritual family. The Croods. I remember that. You use yourself other. Okay. Anyway, you get the idea that you can preview it, and then also you can see what it's going to look like on a mobile device. Oh, much smaller. Holy cow. I'm going to go ahead and publish it, just so you can kind of see what this is going to look like. Okay, I'm clicking publish. Clicking publish. Here's the link. So I just click copy link. Link copied. And I'm going to click X. So I'm going to come back to the boomerang page. And now I actually want to make it useful. So I want to insert, and I'm going to insert a button that says, give it a shot. And hit the link. Click it. So now it goes right into give it a shot. So you can kind of see, write a little intro. Give it a shot. So just so you know, that's how you create a matching game and put it in.